Harbor Fair. Got a truck for the work, got a coupe for the town, got a family ride that'll haul everybody round. No funny business, no hide and seek, just straight up numbers that'll make you wanna speak. They said, what's your budget? I said, man,
Okay, thank you for clicking on the video. First thing you got to do is get your material. You got to get your oil filter and your oil, right? So you can do it two ways, right? You can look your oil filter up online, or you come right here in the store in Walmart. They have these little books where you can look up your make and model. I already know that this is mine right here for this charger. So get your oil filter and your oil. All right, now we got to get our oil. So this is where the big savings come in at, because if you go to a oil changing shop, they got a big, huge up sale on their full synthetic oil, right? You get full synthetic oil in here for 25 bucks, you know, in Walmart. But if you go to a shop, they upcharge them $25 to 60 bucks, maybe even $80, right? So changing your oil yourself, you get a big benefit in the grade of oil, okay? So I know mine take the 5W20 right here for this Dodge Charger. And now, a couple of things you're gonna need in order to do this oil change, and this oil change will work on a Dodge Charger from the year of 2011 up to 2014, okay? So first you're gonna need a 24 to take that filter off. That's a 24 right here. Then you're gonna need a 10 millimeter for the underplate. You got to move the underplate so you can get to the oil pan. All right, that's gonna be the most challenging part of it all, because the car sits so low to the ground, you have to jack it up. You see right here, I got two forms of jacks right here to hold the car up off the ground. As you can see, just a little bit, got the tire off the ground just a little bit. Of course, you know you want to set your emergency brake so your car won't move, all right? Because you have to go under and take off those the underplate. All right, so let's get to that. Okay, before we get to the underplate, I want you to take off your oil cap right here. Take this off. So when we do release the oil, it'll flow nice and easy through the oil pan. All right, so make sure you take that off first. Just sit it right there until we put the new oil in. Then we're gonna come down. I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna come down. Yeah. And you want to get to this underplate right here. You don't have to really move the front one. All right, you can if you want to, but that's just extra work. You only have to move this rear one to get to the oil pan. Okay, they are 10 millimeters. Now, it's going to be one here, one there. It's also going to be one here and one there. But on this car, whoever was working on it before, they didn't put these two bolts back. What they did, they drilled some, whatever this is they got going on right here to hold it up, right? Which really not right. But your car is going to have one 10 millimeter there, one 10 millimeter here. Also, it's going to have one there and one here. You should have four, all right? So now let me figure out how I'm going to get this done. Okay.
Friday night, Harbor Fair keeps your future bright. One love, one road, keep moving towards your goals. Every mile, every year, we're doing business, Harbor Fair. Jacksonville, stand up, put your hands in the sky. If you're looking for a vehicle, you know where to drive. Buy it, rent it, lease it, take your pick. Harbor Fair got the keys, let's make it stick. Got a truck, SUV.
Okay, after a long fight with that bottom plate, I finally did get it off. So now it's time to get out the old oil, drain out the old oil in order to put in some fresh oil. Okay, so first what you're gonna need a pan or something to catch the oil in. These little buckets like this, they sell them pretty cheap at the parts store, man, maybe 10, 15 bucks or whatever. But you don't really have to buy this. You can just use a regular pan, anything that can catch the oil, all right? So now let's get to it. I want to come out under here. Okay, first let me show you where the drain plug is.
once you take that back plate off, which was here, all right, your drain plug is going to be right here. See where my finger at? That's your drain plug for your oil. This is your oil pan right here. And this plug is a 16 millimeter. This is a 16 millimeter. You're going to need a 16 millimeter to take this off. Like such, right here. 16 millimeter. Take this plug off, okay? First you want to loosen it up. Sometimes it can be tight, so take your time. Hopefully they didn't muscle this one on. Okay, I got it to move. All right, yeah. So now, see how loose it is? Hope you can see that. Right. Yeah. All right. So now I got it to where I loosened it enough. I should be able to hand. Get your pan. Make sure you got your pan in place because the oil gonna start to pour out. All right. Make sure your car is cold too when you're doing this because, and you want to have some shop rags as well because you will get a little oil on your hand or whatnot. So wear gloves, if you're not comfortable with it. Loosen this off and bang, there you go, see? Now the oil is draining. See, I did get a little oil on my hand, but it's no biggie. All right, so you let that take time and drain all your oil, that old dirty oil out. That oil is black, you can see. All right, it's on to the next step. Now, while that oil is draining out, we're gonna go ahead and start to deal with our oil filter here. Your oil filter is gonna be behind this little housing right here. You're gonna need a 24 to take it off, okay? So make sure you got a 24. And to make it easier, just pop this first, this little top plate right here off. It just pops, this pops right up. Just put it straight up. It pops in, pops out. And that'll give you access to this housing, all right? You come in here with your 24 and you just break it loose. It shouldn't be that tight because this is plastic. Like you shouldn't be muscling on no plastic because you just get it tight enough when you're putting it back on. Some people who don't know what they're doing, they'll muscle it down. They'll treat plastic like it's metal, and it's not, man. So I'm just gonna get this off. Bam. There go your oil filter. Okay, I bumped into a little minor problem here. I also have a 2014 Charger, and it takes this oil filter here, right? But on this 2013, I noticed that it takes this one, right? I went and got the wrong, I assumed that the 13 filter was the same as the 14, so I'm gonna keep this one for when I change the oil in my 14 Charger. But point is, make sure you get the right oil filter, okay? Right, the two differences in the numbers is 11665 and 10955, right? The 13 takes the 10955, but my 14 takes the 11665, okay? The only difference in the two, the filters are actually the same here, but the only difference in the two is this headpiece, right? The 13 doesn't have this little knob on it. This is for the 14, and this is for the 13. So long story short, make sure you get the right filter for your car. Okay, now that we got the right filter here, it's time to put it on. Okay, first of all, you want to take off, you look at your housing here, you want to take off that old washer right here because it comes with a new washer. All your filters are going to come with a new washer. So take this old one off here. Be careful not to hurt your threads. See, I mean, this is a piece of plastic. See how bang? See, I just popped that off. I'll get that in a minute. Take your new one, put it on. Make sure you put it inside where the ring goes, okay? It's a piece of plastic. Just be careful with it. You can hand put it on just like that, bang. Make sure you line it up inside the ring where it goes. Got a little, you'll see the little space here where it goes. Now, next you take your filter, and the piece with this little connector piece on it right here is the part that you put inside the housing, just like this. You can't put it the other way around. This piece here is going to connect inside the housing. See that little ring here? This is going to connect to it, okay? So you just put it in here like this and just push it. You'll hear the little snap like that. Now you're ready to go, okay? And from there, you just put it around the little ring piece that's holding it here. Sit it inside. And I like to hand tighten it first, nice and easy, to make sure I'm not cross threading my threads. Definitely don't want to do that. So I use my hand first to make sure it's going in nice and smooth. And then from there, you can go ahead and lock it down. You don't want to muscle it down, because you remember this is plastic. You just want to make sure that this space here is closed off, so no oil won't leak out. So I'll show you how right now. All right, see, just enough. Well, that's snubbed up and closed off. That's good enough. So now your oil filter is in. Okay, now, by now, your oil should be done draining. Let's get down there and make sure that's done. Yes, as you can see, it's done draining here, okay? You take your plug. You want to hand tighten it first. Like I said, you don't really have to muscle this stuff down. Oil is thick, so you know it need quite a bit of space to leak. It's not like water. I know we all heard the saying, oil is thicker than water. Go ahead and hand tighten this in first. Once you have tightened it in to the point where you can't hand tighten it no more. All right, it's okay to go ahead and move your pan now. You want to come back and give it a little small turn. All right, nothing too hard, because it'll be hard to get it back off the next time. So just give it a little small turn, which is 16 millimeter right here. See, I'm just tightening it very lightly. One hand, just tighten it very lightly. Don't have to muscle it. At the end, I give it a nice little, to make sure it's on. Not nothing hard, just something to I know it's on right there. That's good enough, okay? Okay, now once your drain plug is back on and tightened up, it's time to put your fresh oil in. All right, so I use 5W20 here. I got the high mileage full synthetic oil. I already showed you guys that. I'm going to put my oil in now. And I noticed on these chargers, I know it's definitely on my 2014 charger, it takes a little bit more than 5 quarts, more closer to 6 than anything. So this 5 quarts sometimes don't be enough, but check the specs on your car and make sure you put the proper amount of oil back in.
Loaded if the whole family's coming to. No pressure, no games, no smoking mirrors here. We do business one way, Harbor Fair. Cruise through the city, cruise through the town. Windows roll down while the beat goes round. Everybody smiling when they see that sign. Harbor Fair got a deal that's fine. Right away, Harbor Fair gonna make your day. Buy a car, rent a car, lease 1, 2 will take you far. Right away, Harbor Fair, do it every day. Good people.
Yeah, I had to put 6 quarts in here, man, to fill it up. I believe, you know, the average car take 5, but I believe these chargers, they take 6. I had to put 6 quarts in here to get Yep, we're full now. Okay, nice. You also want to check for any leaks. Come back down to your drain plug here. Come back to your drain plug here. Make sure you don't have any leaks. Right, that's the residue from the old oil. All right, so you want to make sure that you have no leaks. No leaks. Okay. Once your oil is back in, your oil change is officially done. All you got to do from here is put everything back in the way it was before you started. Put your cover back on, put your underplate back on, and you're pretty much done. I hope I helped somebody with this video. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, you made it this far, you might want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that like button and let us know, any kind of content you would like to see, and I'll do my best to try to make it for you. All right, this is Ellis with Harbor Freight Auto. Until we meet or speak again, you guys stay blessed.
Ride